Running Silver Creek Restaurant and the Courier Cafe is busy work, but this restaurant owner certainly makes time for his other passions.
I'd say that's an understatement. If you see Alan Strong out and about in one of his classic cars, wave hello. He's been developing his antique car collection since he was a young man. Now he's got quite the showroom to prove it. Take a look.
That's kind of an interesting mix because that's, that's 1932, and this is 1958. So there's only, 20 years difference between them, and yet, a lot of difference in styling.
Alan Strong of Urbana loves classic cars.
Come on in. And when this car came out, it became an instant hit with celebrities. And this was the first design to ever incorporate hideaway headlights.
He calls his collection Magic Motors.
I feel that these cars represent sort of a magical time in automotive history.
An era when the automobile was more than a feat in engineering.
This car features a 16-cylinder, 452 cubic inch engine.
It was a work of art.
I am just fascinated with the style. I think of them as rolling sculpture. These cars all had unique features and unique characteristics, and were really statements about art and technology married together.
But where can love lead you when you've been bitten by the classic car bug? For Alan, it's a 1915 Packard 338 Special Roadster, a car that was custom built by Carl Graham Fisher, the very man who built the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And he used this car as the pace car in the 1915 Indy 500 race.
How did you get your hands on this one?
I chased this car for 25 years. It was in a private collection in Cincinnati, and I was just very persistent.
Of course, a car like that would be a hit at one of the country's most prestigious car shows. In fact, it won Most Outstanding Race Car at Pebble Beach in 2017. And if that's not spectacular enough, all of the cars in Alan and Nancy's collection are drivable. Arrivederci. Yes, Alan and his wife, Nancy, have taken their cars across the country. And if you're going to do that, I'd argue that writing in style means nothing without the wardrobe to match.
This is pink. This is a wall.
Luckily, Alan's not the only collector here. Nancy can hold her own with her collection of vintage coats and hats. And don't expect to go see her without playing a little dress up. It's nice because it's like, when you're shy, you can just kind of like...
You could be very mysterious with that hat.
Mysterious.
Well, one of the things that's really been great about it is that we have met wonderful people from all walks of life all over the world that share the same interest.
Although I'm not so sure about Jay Leno's interest in coats and hats, he and Alan do have one thing in common.
I have a car that there's only two known to exist, and Jay has the other one. And so because of that, he reached out and invited me to come out and spend a day with him. So it was a wonderful experience.
But if you ask Alan the best part of all of this, he won't say it's hanging out with Jay Leno or even scoring rare finds like his favorite Packard. Instead, his answer is simple. He likes to give tours.
I think that's one of the things that's most fun about it, is that it gives me an opportunity to share something with people that they've never seen before. They didn't know these kind of cars existed. In my life, nothing has made more people happy than these old cars have.
People often like to ask Alan how many miles to the gallon his cars get, and he says these cars don't get miles to the gallon, they get smiles to the gallon.
Oh, that should be a bumper sticker or something.
Yeah. So
that was cute.
Pictures with Jay Leno are amazing. He got invited on The Tonight Show with him. I'm like, you have done all kinds of cool things.
Well, yeah. Okay, how fun was dress up?
I did not expect to love those hats as much as I did. They had to like rip me out of that showroom because I was trying on all the stuff.
I loved your shy.
I know.
Ooh.
I was born in the wrong generation.